What if computers help each other just like how we people do? As the population is growing every day, managing data is becoming a problem in the technology world. Nowadays, we use computers every day. We store a lot of data, but we can't manage all the data. Ask yourself, do you know where that one file is you saved 3 years ago? Exactly. Today I'll cover 4 main points. First, I want to discuss what distributed computing system is. Second, I want to talk about how important it is for computers to work together. Third, I want to talk about what the technical issues are with distributed computing system. Finally, I want to talk about what the future holds for distributed computing system. Let's start by defining what distributed computing is. Distributed computing is a computing concept that, in most general sense, refers to multiple computers working together on a single problem. As my slide shows, slide number 2 shows, we have one computer, which is a server, which means it connects multiple computers together. But we have 3 computers working together on a mathematics question, which is 2 plus 1, 1 plus 1, and 2 minus 1. Each computer is working for each task, and at the end they need to come with one solution. The idea is 3 of them are working together for one solution on a single problem. I'm sure at some point of our lives we thought computers could do everything with no help. However, as the problem get more complicated, turns out that computers need help too. For example, big companies use computing systems to help organize their data because they have a lot of data. The idea is not to have as many computers as possible to solve a problem, but the challenge is to have all those computers work together for a solution, because we could have a lot of problems, but if we have a lot of computers at the same time for each problem, that's not easy, because we need all computers to work on one solution. That way it's more time effective. So how important is it for computers to work together? It is often said that working in teams is better than working by yourself. Is that the same with computers? What are the advantages? The main advantage of distributing data computing includes the lower cost of processing data, having multiple control centers, and reduce the risk of system breakdowns, and improved efficiency. Just like how the saying goes, don't put all your eggs in one basket. The same principle applies here. When you work with one computer, you're risking everything. But when you have multiple computers involved, you lower the risk, since there's a lot of them. With multiple computers involved, they are connected through a network, like internet. Most of the time, internet is used to connect computers together. With all the computers working together, a problem is divided and each computer is assigned to one task. Therefore, it makes it easier when we engage to a bigger problem. It's also helpful to have a quick deadline to meet, because it gets things done a lot faster. It is great to have multiple computers work together, but could there be some technical issues involved? As the demand for distributed computing increases, the communication between each computer becomes difficult to handle. Let me explain. When we have 3 computers working together, it's so easy for them to communicate because there's only 3 of them. But when we have 10 of them, that's a lot hard, because now the communication has gone a lot farther. And it's not the same when you have a server with 3 computers compared to 10 computers. And that's one of the main issues that we have in distributed computing system. Is called scaling. Scaling issue consists of dimensions like communication capacity. And the system is not designed like that, which is an issue. It needs to handle a lot of computers, so all of them can communicate. Another issue is dependency. Distributed computing is dependent on the internet for network or other clients to work properly. Sometimes we have a pattern used in a connection called parallel connectivity. For example, if we have four computers working together and we name them A, B, C, D, in order for computer B to work to do its job, computer A needs to complete the task. And same thing goes for computer C and D. In order for computer C to complete its job, computer B needs to finish its task. I have that slide on slide number 3. It's called the parallel connectivity. So where is the distributed computing headed in the future? We all heard about what the cloud is. Basically, it's a database where you can access your stuff from anywhere and anytime. Increasingly, companies are using cloud database systems with distributed computing systems. The future is distributed computing system if the issues are eliminated, like scaling or dependency. As the generation grows, many computers need to communicate each other and achieve the goal. To sum it all up, I have discussed 4 main points. What distributed computing is, how important it is for computers to work together, what technical issues are with distributed computing, and what the future holds for distributed computing. When computers work together, efficiency goes up, and as humans, it makes our lives a lot easier. I think it's awesome when computers talk to each other and see them work together. But at the end of the day, we have to remember that humans are a lot smarter, because a computer only does what we told it to. But at the same time, they help us a lot. And if more of them can work together to do a larger task, then why not? Because it will be a lot helpful and will make our lives a lot easier. Thank you.